Welcome to the newest installment of the Untitled Film Nerd Project. My name is Philip, and joining me as always is Teacher.
Hello.
This is night 23 of our 7th annual and consecutive 31 Days of Horror, where we watch a different horror movie every single night in October. And this year we changed it up a bit and are doing horror shorts, 2 every night. It goes without saying, but spoiler warning for the entire video from here on. If you haven't seen these yet and want to, go check them out and come back when you're done. So without further ado, let's get right into it with our first short movie of the night, which was Mr. Ticklez. So when this first started, and the names of the brothers came up, I was like, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. And then a minute later, I was like, oh, okay. So before I even give the gist, props to them for Easter egging their own short into this short. That was very cool. The gist on this one is this woman's watching TV with her daughter. I assume it's her daughter. And she sees a clown on the TV, and it gets really fucking weird from there. Honestly, I enjoyed this one more than the other one, Downstairs. I thought it was well thought out. The age-old creepy clown thing. The way they used the TV and then later on the Switch was really good. Not to be a dick, but I thought the person on the couch looked like Vince Neil from Motley Crue at first. I was like, why is Vince Neil in this? Oh, that's a lady. I was like, oh no. Not trying to be mean. I thought it was Vince Neil. I did. I'm sorry. But this is another one of those like short and to the point horror films that was fine for what it was. There's not a whole lot here. It's very short, but it told the story concisely in the way it needed to. The way the TV played off of the people watching it was well done on both sides. And yeah, it was pretty nice.
Very much the same on this one. It's another one of those that I like to quote it as like one of those 2-sentence horror shorts.
Yep. Yeah.
Like there's not a whole lot there to work with, but it's not meant to.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's just a quick burst of horror. Mm-hmm. And they did the job right. Good job.
Yeah, I like that. I think a quick burst of horror is like a really good way to describe that. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the second horror short of the night, which was Don't Move.
So in this one, it's kind of unusual, but like it's one where it purposely starts at the end of a story.
Yeah.
And basically we got a group of friends. They're probably at a party. They summoned a demon, and the demon attacks whoever moves. So there's already been some casualties, and everyone else is just doing their best to not move, and then they start churning on each other in very inventive ways.
Yeah.
I loved this one.
Right on.
I thought the quality was up there. Without giving us the entire first half of the story, I think they did a good job of visually telling us what happened prior.
Agreed.
And the gore was fantastic. I loved the monster design, and really also very much liked how it all ended with the one random dude that passed out actually being the survivor.
Right.
But what'd you think of this one?
I also really love this one. We'll add this to the pile of shorts that I've seen before, but also in the pile that it's been so long that I don't remember anything besides the premise. Like it started and I was like, oh, okay. Because like you said, you get like with the black screen, we get the what happened when they summon the demon. And then when it fades in, they're all frozen in place. That is such a brilliant way to start something because it's a really neat idea. They use practical effects and CGI very well. It didn't look overly fake. The smoke demon thing looked cool. The actors did a great job of being scared and looking terrified. As we said, we drop into the middle of the story after they've already summoned this thing and they're all frozen in place. So it's like instant fear we walk into. Usually in like things like this, you build up to the fear. When this starts, they are like instantly terrified. Like it's like when they said action, they had to be like right in that moment. So props to them as actors for being there. I felt bad for the lady in the kitchen who had the worst position to be in. She was holding the wine glass and then the bottle of wine. And I was like, oh, you poor thing. It was cool that not everyone was just sitting down or in the same positions. Like if you're having a party, like people would be doing different things. So add it to that realism. So the people at the table are immediately dead from what happened. Lady in the kitchen pouring wine, guy in the middle of walking, and other people would just be chilling on the couch, not a part of the festivities. I thought it was really well thought out, the placement of everyone. And also, one of our major complaints historically is people in death scenes that don't sell the believability of it. The woman in the kitchen did a phenomenal job in her death scene. And it wasn't even the goriest one. Just the way she died looked really good. It was very realistic. I thought she did a good job. And then speaking of gory shit, That ending is fucking amazing. Just well done on the effect. That was horrifying. It looked real, and that was the last shot we get. So yeah, huge fan all around. A fantastic short that works as the length that it is, but would also make a really interesting full-length movie. Huge, huge fan of this. I don't really have anything bad to say about this at all. Anything else?
No, I think that's about it.
Well, that wraps up night 23. Thank you very much for watching and or listening. We'll return tomorrow with the next entries into this year's October movie marathon. So until then, my name is Philip.
And I'm TJ.
And we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye.